Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. My name is Oldtech, and last we left off, I don't remember what exactly we were doing because that was a long time ago. And as you can also see, everything looks a lot more smoother now because I've actually learned just in general how to set things up. But anyways, where did we leave off? I think it was this one. It should be number 19, right? Wait, why are there so many? Oh, it's because it's another page over, then it's 10 saves. Okay, but we left off here at Renan's General Goods. Well, we're back. I suppose. But how do you run in this game? I have totally forgotten every single move. Can I not run at all? Please, if I can't run, I'm gonna have to go out and redo some settings before we move on, because this annoys me a little bit, that I can't move very fast and I can only walk. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check on that and then I'll be back. Alright, we're back. Now we can run as well, but no, I can't control the camera with the right stick. More settings. I screwed up. Be right back again. Okay. We're back again. Now everything is much better, although it turns 45 degrees each time I turn my my right stick. Anyways, it's gonna be annoying to me, so I'm gonna fix everything until it's perfect. So be right back again. Well, I don't know how I did it the last time I played this, but well, this should be fine as well. It turns like 45 degrees each time I use the stick, but whatever. It's better than whatever free rotation is, because that is slow as hell. Okay, let's see what quests we might have. Okay. We got the libel media. That's the next one. Let's report to the guild. Okay, so we're done with that. Medical necessities. Deliver the medicinal ingredients to father, so we need to report. We successfully returned the cat to Ida. Exterminated monster. Okay, so we're pretty much done with everything. We just need to report to the guild. To the Bracer Guild. Okay. Oh, it's still in Joshua. Shara, what are you doing here? This is a rare occasion. You're usually out and about. I just finished the jobs I took over for your father. I was reporting to the guild. So you finished your load too, huh? Somehow or other, I guess. I heard from Aina that you guys aren't doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I went through to train the two of you amounted to something. Tee. We're grateful too. Well, I guess we'll report in as well, then. Go ahead, let's hear what you've got. Reported about escorting the reporters. By the way, if you're very confused as to what's going on right now, there is a whole playlist of this that I've put up where it's a lot worse quality, but you can still read what's going on. So if you want to keep up to what's going on here, then go watch that playlist. Okay, but anyways, we're moving on. Receive payment for the libel media. Still 8th class. Still 8th class. I think I got that before. Good work, you two. How about you, Sherazad? Don't you think you've done a fine job? They have. For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job. But you shouldn't be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you. Still, you're always the first to get on that high horse of yours. Okay, I get it already. Great work, all of you. I'm surprised that we were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. Cassius is Estelle and Joshua's father. Also, story in the playlist. Wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now. I don't know, I can imagine that the downtime might be a bit of a drag. Well, that won't be a problem since there are plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads and exterminating monsters. It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. Alright, it's time for my reward. I'm going to drink until I can't drink anymore tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well. But they're minors. They shouldn't drink alcohol. We have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself? Oh, so what you're saying is that you're turning down my invitation? You've got a lot of nerve to do something like that to your mentor. What am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits are intolerable. You cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac and try to strip in public. You should go. Agreed, it's pretty embarrassing. Sherazad, just where do you think you're going to take these underage kids? Yeah, exactly. Come on, the alcohol is what makes things entertaining. But if you're so against coming along with me, then I don't need you. Estelle. Really? Yep. I'll settle for Joshua. Instead, I'll just have Joshua make up for your absence. Why me? Shara? Now hold on a minute. Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking booze or something else behind closed doors. I'll help break you in. Break me in? Alright, you big pervert. Joshua, why are you drooling like that? It's not what you think. Got a major problem. Oh, that's the mayor. Huh? Mayor Claus? Still, Joshua, Sherazad, am I glad to see you? Saved by the bell. What's wrong, sir? And why are you in such a hurry? This is terrible. My home. Disaster. It's gone? What? Yeah, my words exactly. Alright, calm down, Mayor Klaus. Take a deep breath and let it out. Shoo? I suppose. Apparently it seems as though my home was robbed while I was out. Okay. What? Calm down, Estelle. Joshua, that's not being calm at all, Estelle. I had something to speak with Father Divine about, so I was over at the chapel and when I came home, it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door, so I looked around and the rooms were in a state of great disarray. Wait, what about your wife and Lita? Don't worry, they're both fine. I found them locked up in the attic room. That's a relief to hear. It's lucky that no harm came to anyone. It won't get us anywhere just sitting around here, so could you take us to the crime scene, Mayor Klaus? Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation. Wait for me. I'm going too. Good idea. We may be able to be of some help. Well, if you insist. Aina, we'll be at the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, just toss it on Rich's shoulders. I'm sure he's just relaxing at the bar anyway. Yes, I'll do that. And everyone, be careful. Oh yeah, this is a mess. Wow, this place is an absolute mess. The crooks really tore through here. Yeah, and they stole from the lockbox. Look at the safe. The scepter, which was supposed to be given to Her Majesty, the Queen, has been stolen. I'm really sorry, especially after having you go to all the trouble to bring it here. It's not you who should be apologizing, it's the crooks who are in the wrong. By the way, all the other rooms in the house. The other rooms for the most part appear to have been left untouched. They're about as messy as the attic room in which my wife and Lita were locked up in. Still, Joshua, there's something I want you to do. Which is? I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you two to check out the the inside of the house. You mean like an on-site investigation? We gotta be detectives! Sure, we're up to the task. Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover the most ground, no? Alright, we'll see what we can do. Be prudent and accurate. Alright, Mayor Klaus, how about we talk in the parlor? Sure. Now where to begin? Okay, so we're just gonna search through this room, I suppose? An on-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach. How about we start from this room? Let's not forget to ask for witness statements from the other residents. Okay, so we're searching the entire room, I suppose. The entire house. Mansion. Sounds like a plan. Okay, but we're gonna search through things. It's just like the mayor to have a ton of difficult books like this. It looks like he's got some valuable antique books here as well. Criminals either had no idea about the value of the books or they were not interested. This is just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well. The box lock looks like it was burned off. Criminals may have used an orbital gun. Oh, they're using weaponry. High tech. What about this one? Same thing. Had no idea about the value of the books or no interest. Okay, what here? This place is all torn apart. Lisa would probably faint if she saw this. It looks like all the books on the shelf have been scattered about the room. It seems kind of senseless to have done all this. So, what's this? This pot's been... It's a pot, okay. This pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside. It looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force. Okay, but why would they? Okay, if something was hiding behind the pot that they would want, I suppose. There are several documents inside the drawer. They don't appear to have been disturbed. They seem to be the documents regarding Relent City's government. The fact that these are as they are suggests that there was no political aim involved. No political aim. I see. Okay, so the safe. It's probably the most important part. The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the queen is... Those crooks are not gonna get away with this. Doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or... Could they really have cracked the combination? It's not impossible, but I imagine that it would be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is that they figured out the combination using a much simpler means. What do you mean by simpler means? Well, let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. Powder like that would have absorptive properties, and due to its fineness, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow. Right, and now let's imagine for a minute that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. This would be one way to know which buttons were pressed. Now wait a minute, wouldn't they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed? That's not exactly the case. As the powder collected on the fingers increased, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. Okay. In other words, the crooks could press the buttons in order starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are. That makes sense. Joshua, you are a genius! Or something. Huh? That's just basic knowledge. Anyway, let's check out the buttons. Just as I thought, powder was used. Now there's no doubt in my mind that this safe was opened using the same method I just explained. Alright, now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? You know it would have to at least be someone who visited the residence. Right, now figuring out who that is, that's going to be the tricky part. Maybe we can ask the residents of the house, probably? But anyway, let's check out here. God damn it, stuff. Okay, something here. Look, there are some marks on this railing. You're right, and they're fresh too. It looks like something metal dug into the wood. Metal. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go to ask the residents. This is Lita. I had such a scare. I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in. Masked men? Huh? That means this wasn't a one-man job. How many people were in the group? I'd probably guess about 3 or 4. Oh, that reminds me. One of them was short. It might have been a girl. A girl, you say? And short. Oh, and that's the wife. You alright, ma'am? Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent toward us. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders? They were wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about any specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel and there were just the 2 of us here. I wonder how in the world they got in. Okay, so they probably got in through the railing out on the back. Okay, so oh, there's a leaf here. Huh? What's this? Service leaf. Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here. It was sharper still. This is the place where the residents were locked up. It was probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up. So it's a key piece of material evidence, right? Maybe, but okay, I guess you could decipher something out of that, but well, yeah. I think we searched through everything now. I really done investigating? It seems a little too quick to me. How about looking around a little more carefully? I'm sure there's something you've missed. What? Why? That's what things looked like when I came home. I didn't get a glimpse of the criminals either. Okay. Is there something out here? Possibly. So, are we gonna search the door? You said the door's locked at the time of the burglary, right? Doesn't look like the lock's been broken either. Which means they got in another way. We already know that they got in from the top side. Do we have to look through it for it after we talk to the people? Probably. Maybe. Something metal and strong enough to leave marks on. This seems like something worth jotting down in our bracer notebooks. Okay, so yeah. What was that it? Am I done now? There's some more somewhere that I haven't found. I don't think there is. Let's go down and see if that was it. Yeah, that was it. I had the mayor run me through all the details. How about you two? Did you find anything? Yep, we found lots of new evidence. Alright, then let's check the details one by one and see what you've come up with. First off, what were the criminals after? Something that could be sold for mirror, the septum in the safe. The food preserves from the kitchen. Well, obviously the septum in the safe. How many of them were there? There was a group of 3 or 4. That was told by the maid. Where did they get into the house from? From the first floor window, they picked the front door lock. From the terrace on the second floor, from the terrace. Point blank, what is the portrait of those thought to have committed the crime? Citizens coming and going during the day, relatives of Mayor Klaus, somebody who works at the Malcolm mine, or a traveler who visited recently. Now, it wouldn't be someone who works at the Malcolm mine. Relatives? Nah, no, there haven't been anyone here. Citizens? I don't think so. Why would they? Well, you did a good job investigating. It looks like we'll be able to specify who the criminals are with this information. Mayor Klaus, over the past 2 or 3 days, have you had any new faces in your study? When you put it that way, I guess there's been a number of people. That reporter from the magazine company was one. Oh, so those 2 came to visit you too, huh? But at the time of the crime, they were with us at the Esmeralda's Tower. I think we can cross them off the list of suspects. I see. So Mayor Klaus, were there any others? Other than that, there was only Gisette. Ha ha ha. But let's not kid ourselves here. I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be our thief. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy. Criminals aren't always dressed so they can be easily spotted. As for a school uniform, if someone put their mind to it, they could create a replica. But I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and courteous. Right, Joshua? I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree. Huh? During that time, when the mayor put deception into the safe, that girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't call her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like any ordinary student. You must be joking. Unbelievable. At any rate, it looks like we're going to have to ask this girl a few questions. You wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you? If I remember right, she should be staying at the hotel. She said something about taking off from Roland sometime today. Well, it looks like we're going to have to hurry then. Still, Joshua, let's try the hotel first. Right. Understood. Okay. But I think this would be a good way to stop the episode off. Now we also got Sherazad on our team. So we're gonna end the episode off here, and next we're gonna find Gisette and make her pay for her crimes. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.